Hey everyone, Aaron here with Elite Watersports, and today we're going to go over a trigger calibration on your Fliteboard and also trigger maintenance.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the remote and why you need to do this maintenance or be prepared by having your own parts in hand. These triggers we sell on our website or here at the shop. We'll get them to you. We always have them in stock. This is the one thing that we've seen with Fliteboard that needs the most attention to. And the reason being is that they have a magnet in here, so there's no parts going inside the actual remote. There's a magnet, and magnets are terrible in salt water. And although it's covered, eventually for some reason it wears out that plastic covering, and boom, you got water and the magnet expands. And that's when, if you're ever feeling that trigger is kind of stiff, it's your magnet. You got to replace it here soon. You might even have disconnecting issues, or you're riding along, all of a sudden now your trigger's not working at all. And we'll get into trigger calibration here towards the end of the video. So that's what the trigger looks like. And then first things first is that you'll need a 1.5 metric Allen key. And that's going to be these 3 screws. So 1, 2, and 3. And then that will release this panel. You have one part that kind of sticks up here like that. So just keep it on there. It'll stay in place. You can see the cavity where the actual trigger. Now this is a version 3 or 4, even 5 that have a spring system. If yours has a actual spring, like a bouncy spring, you can cut this little tab off or bend it, and it actually works the same, but it would be best to have the actual spring system in it. All right, so after we take it apart, you'll see it's as easy as putting this back in, lining it all up. Make sure it's nice and free and bouncing back. You'll put all the screws back in. After you get all the screws back in, you'll turn it back on. So plus in mode. After it is on, you're going to go into a trigger calibration. And from time to time, you actually need to do this as your trigger wears out and it no longer is as function. Maybe you're having too much sensitivity or not enough sensitivity on the trigger. You press minus and menu. It starts to trigger calibration. Just read the screen, pull and hold. So I'm pulling and holding the trigger. The screen will change, release trigger. And now your calibration is complete. Your trigger is all set up and ready to go. How to avoid this maintenance is going to be putting this remote in a bucket of water, not a streaming water or a hose. You don't want to inject it with water. You want to put this underwater in a bucket of water and pull the trigger a bunch of times. And when you do that, that gets the water in between that magnet and the surface of the remote, allowing all that salt and debris to get out of there. Do that quite frequently. If you do that, you won't have to get into this maintenance. Now, if you don't have these triggers on hand, you should. You should have 1 or 2 available at all times. You never know when these things are gonna fail on you. It's not happened all that often, but the guys that are riding every single day, definitely put these in your pocket. This is Aaron with Elite Watersports. If you have any other maintenance questions, just give us a call. We're here for you, and we always have this stuff in stock.